Jennifer Hoffman of EnlighteningLife.com, and in this little video I want to talk to you about a topic of interest today, and that is truth. What is the truth? So I want to talk to you about 4 kinds of truth, and everything in the world kind of revolves around these 4 kinds of truth. There is, first of all, spiritual truth. Spiritual truth revolve around spiritual laws. For example, the law of abundance says there is abundance in all things, and that's true. Now, the law doesn't say there's an abundance of good things. It just says abundance is a lot of something. There's the law, which is my favorite one, of cause and effect, that says you are the cause and everything in your life is an effect of that cause. So you create something and then you see the results in your life. And then there's the law that has really been overused and misinterpreted a lot, and that is the law of attraction, that says you attract things that are similar to your energy and that reflect your beliefs. That's true. So spiritual truths exist kind of as a foundation for us to create our reality. They are the truth. Now, how we use them and how they work in our lives, depends on us, but they are fundamentally true. The next truth is your truth. So the things that you believe are true. For example, all of you who know me know that I don't like camping. That's the truth. That's my truth. I don't like camping. But for someone who does like camping, they don't really understand or connect with my truth because they like camping. So for them, camping is a great thing. For me, it isn't. Does that make them wrong as far as I'm concerned? No. It just means that their truth is different than mine. Am I wrong to not like camping? Well, for them, maybe they think that, but it's really not a matter of being right or wrong. It's just a different set of truths. So everything that you believe as true creates the foundation for your reality. I'm a good person. I'm a bad person. I'm beautiful. I'm not beautiful. I'm not smart. I'm really intelligent. I'm lucky. I'm really unlucky. Those are actually truths. And you use those truths then to create your belief. And I urge you to go into my YouTube channel and look at my 3-part series on beliefs, because you will find that what your beliefs are then defines what you hold as true. So that's the second level. First level is the spiritual truth. Second level is your truth. And then there's other people's truth. So everybody has things that they hold as true. For example, I don't like camping. Other people like camping. I don't like, disrespectful people. Other people may just be okay with that. So when we have other people in our lives, we have to look at where our truth aligns with theirs and their truth aligns with ours. We always look for points of intersection and connection with truth. So when your truth aligns with my truth, I can create a common ground. I can create some kind of connection with you. When your truths do not align with mine, then there is no point of connection there. We have all kinds of disagreements with people because we think that they are lying, and what they're really doing is telling us their truth that we don't align with. And does that make them wrong? Well, aside from getting into philosophical arguments or ethic arguments about what we think what they're doing, it may be right or wrong, the truth is it's their truth. And this is our lesson in acceptance. To accept that they believe that something is true that we do not believe is true. Is it a reason to judge them? No, but it is a reason to define whether or not they get to come into our lives. So if you have someone who doesn't have any truth that you can align with, why would you have that person in your life? It would be a challenge to you to find points of intersection, to find points of connection that would allow them to be in your life, because nothing would connect. That would be, for example, as I'll use myself here, I don't like camping. Why would I have friends who won't go camping every weekend, or whose vacations always revolved around camping trips? There would be no point of connection. I would never go on vacation with them, and there would actually be nothing for us to share because there's a fundamental problem with their truth and my truth about camping. So it's not a matter of judgment, it's a matter of acceptance. Do I accept someone else's truth as aligning with mine? And the answer is either yes or no. There's no maybe. And this is where we get ourselves into trouble, is we try and put those truths in gray areas. Well, maybe they'll change, or maybe they'll believe that, or maybe so they'll, I can accept that. There's really a definite polarity there. And this is about a boundaries issue. It's not about judgment. It's really about boundaries. Do I want people in my life who believe that this is true? Yes or no? And then so that's the third. So the first was the spiritual truth. Second is your truth. The third is other people's truth. And then the fourth is the truth in the world. And, the world's a big place. So the only way we have of really knowing what's true, which has been in the past, is through the media. What we see on TV, what we see here in the news. And we're learning more and more that most of that is just not true. It's all kabuki theater. It's all I used to tell my children, what you see on TV is just pretend, because when they were little kids, they used to believe everything they saw. So do we know what is true in the world is true? Well, we have to use discernment, because we have people in the world who want us to believe certain things, because we are creators. So what we believe, we energize. We put our energy towards something that we think is true. And if we can be manipulated into believing something, then we actually add our energy to it. So in today's world, we have to look at what we want to be true, what's true in our lives, what kind of world we want to live in, and create that as our collective truth, which is a reflection of our individual truth. For example, if you are a peace-loving person, you want peace in the world. So you would put out your energy towards peace. And if we all do that, guess what? We're going to have peace in the world. And if you want to see examples of that, look at Lynn McTaggart's intention experiments that actually had measured shifts in energy based on people from all over the world sending out a collective intention. And the results can actually be measured energetically. So we get to the issue of truth, because truth, what we believe, what we hold as true, defines our energetic frequency, it defines our vibration, it defines on where we are in our lives in terms of our own ascension process, but it also defines our individual reality, and then that extends to our collective reality. What we hold as true is not just a matter of, oh, I don't like camping and that's my truth. This is about what we want to see in the world, the kind of world we want to live in, what we want to know is true in the world, and how we use our energy if you read in the last message, as CEOs, creative expansion officers. So we have a mission, and that is to expand our creative energy. Now, that doesn't mean go into the local Michaels or Hobby Lobby and start buying a bunch of craft supplies. This is the energy that you have that creates, that manifests. So think of creativity as not arts and crafts. Creativity is your creative energy, your energy that through your beliefs, through your truth, creates the world that you live in, creates your life, creates all the details of your life, and that expands to the rest of the world. It's a big responsibility to have this much creative energy. So when we understand the issue of truth and what truth really is, now we have another level of creation that we can expand into, and that is creating the world we want, making sure that our truth, what we hold as true, truly reflects ourselves as divine human beings, as the people who are going through this ascension path, as creating the 3D, 5D integration, and then expanding that energy out to the world. So my question for you is, what do you want to hold as your truths that reflect and will be reflected in the reality that you want to call your life? It's a big question for all of us, and if it's something that we focus on every day, what we find is when we say we want a specific outcome, then all of our truths, everything that we hold as true, have to be aligned with that outcome. So I have a fabulous life and I'm really happy cannot have a truth behind it that says I have a horrible life, I'm really unlucky, and I'm totally miserable. Our outcomes, what we want to create in our lives, has to be aligned with our truth, because our truth empowers those outcomes. So what do you think is true? What do you want to be true? What truths do you want to hold in your own energy field that allow you to create the reality that you want, and the life that you want, and the world you want to live in? Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Jennifer Hoffman of EnlighteningLife.com. and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.